All right. I hope you guys notice that, excuse me, I hope you guys notice that without fail, almost daily, but certainly weekly, I make inspirational videos. These videos address issues that young men are having today. I make innumerable statements for the same reason. It's a lot of shit going on today. Do I have to do it? Yes, I do. Because the man in me will not allow me to sit by and do nothing. As much as I try to show you that, you know, I'm real. I am guilty of talking a lot of shit, but never will you hear me talk bullshit. You'll never hear bullshit coming out of my mouth. Now, some of you still try to insist that I'm out for your money. I mean, why don't you ask a go getter what goes on? From the outside, looking in, what motherfucker, you know, ain't trying to make money? He's in business, so he's definitely out to make money. So you can't pigeonhole me about making money. The motherfucking broad you bought dinner for last night, was she out for money? And you knew it, but you did it anyway. Hey, call in. I wanna talk about this shit. 833-940-6085. That is the number. 833-940-6085. Call in. Let me hear what you got to say. And let's really talk about this shit. Many of you motherfuckers, feel if you fucked a bitch after you bought the dinner, it was worth it. To that, I say, really? I'll tell you what. If you paid sidewalkyou.thinkific.com for what I want you to have, not only will you stop spending your money, your hard-earned money, on pussy, you fucking, well, I'm not saying you're spending it on pussy. You're spending it on whatever you're spending it on, whatever you think you're spending it on. But in reality, you're spending it on a woman who's worthless if she didn't have a pussy. So what I'm saying is, not only will you stop, fucking your money off chasing pussy, you start getting more pussy. Why? Because bitches can spot suckers from 1,600 miles away, just as most of them can spot a real man from the same distance. Soon as she judges you as a sucker, that chastity belt is tightened. Women do not like having sex with soft motherfuckers. And I mean, seems to me you wouldn't like having sex for nothing. Get with me or not. I'm not going anywhere except to the top of the food chain. I went shopping today, grocery shopping, and I'm looking at all of the, oh man, grocery shopping is ridiculous, man. A big bag of dog food costs $60. Man, I got two big old motherfucking hounds. But any goddamn way. I'm seeing all the people, shopping and they're looking for deals and shit. And even though times are like they are, I realize that I still shop the same way I did 20, 30 years ago. I'm buying what the fuck I want. I don't even look at prices. I don't look at shit. I just don't. Not that I could stand it, because when I get up to the damn cash register and they checking me out and that shit be up to $100 and I ain't got but a bag, maybe 2 bags. That shit that shit be a trip. But have you guys noticed all the things you're learning today? All the things you're learning today that are supposed to replace the real man hasn't worked. Have you noticed that? All that cupcake and shit you guys do, all that backdooring a woman, pretending to be her friend, all that pickup artist bullshit. Have you noticed it all is to replace the real, live, abba dabba I try to get you to learn? It's like everything else in this country. I have a formula. The formula is for confidence. It's for confidence that really works. And everyone's trying to imitate it or clone it. But they can't, because with everything, questions come. And those questions, those motherfuckers trying to imitate this shit can't answer. What Sidewalk U does, what it has to offer, is the reality of being a man. There is a reality you today, boys, will never know, because you're fools and followers. You're going to follow these fools into an asexual world. You know what asexual is? It means that a dick or a pussy does not matter. You're just people. And it's like a world where having nuts does not play a part in sex. Now, once that occurs, I'll truly be a dinosaur. I know that. Because all of you young men will have failed me and the original man. Fuck that OG shit getting all the respect. OG this, OG that. What about OM? Original man. $50 or $100 is not much to invest in yourself every month. So much good shit is happening to me. And if that's the case, guess who's on the receiving end of all this joy? My students. And some of you are. Even though you're not students, because I make these videos and you can pick shit up. I made it into the Honor Society for 9 straight semesters. I tried to downplay it at first, but I did bust my girl out for 2 hours. I felt so fucking good afterwards. When I received my master's diploma, guess what? I told the line out of that motherfucking shit again. Why? Because when I feel good, it don't mean I fuck better. It just means when I feel good, I do good. I'm telling you. So I guess you know what, my woman would be saying to me, baby, don't you have any more projects you working on? She's a nasty bitch. I like that motherfucker too. Think about this. Simply because you say you about it doesn't mean you are. Uh, just like you motherfuckers listening to me and not calling in. Why aren't you calling in 833-940-6085? I like to talk about what I think, but I don't want to talk about, just what I think. I want to talk about what the fuck you talking about. Man, P. Real. Bud Meister. Man, come on, man. Call in and say something, bro. Uh, you guys, hey, don't think I care because I don't want you really in the chat room chatting with each other. Right now, I don't even see motherfuckers in the chat room chatting with each other because I put pressure on me. I know I do. Man, fuck that chatting shit. You ain't shit if that's what you gonna do. So you motherfuckers, you don't want me to bust you out. So of course, you ain't gonna put nothing in the chat. But that don't mean you shouldn't have anything to say about what I'm talking about. Let me ask you something. How would you feel about a woman claiming some shit and you can clearly see she lying? What would you really think of that motherfucking bitch? While you ponder that, answer me this. Why do you think you tell a bitch you about this goddamn abba dabba and she can see that she playing with you? Why do you think you have action and you don't think you're getting played? See, the thing is, you sit there and you speak with her as if you have action. Now, why do you think she should choose you? Now, she playing you. You don't see it, but you think you should still be at baby and she should choose you. A woman chooses up. She do not choose equal or down. So if you sharp as the bitch, that's not sharp enough. If you ain't sharp as the bitch, you're just gonna lose. You have to be sharper than that goddamn bro. You just do. She won't choose you because you're showing her you will do the same bullshit with the next bitch. Just like if you was hard and stayed, strong to the rules of this game, she would see you, man, at least this motherfucker standing on principles and shit. Woo, woo, woo. She liable to choose you for that. You motherfuckers, man, don't understand that if you don't represent it, you ain't gonna get chose for it. If the bras see that you're gonna do the same thing with the next bitch, get played, what's gonna make her wanna fuck with you? By the way, the way you feel about that bitch faking on you is the same fucking way she feels about you faking on her. Remember the question I asked in the earlier video, which is better, a fake bitch or a fake nigga? I mean, you guys are so goddamn slow, it's pathetic. I've been thinking about it, and if I was down and dirty today, I would be 400 deep. These bitches are lost for this fucking Abadab. And if you weren't so slow, you'd realize everything that's going on is right up your alley. One of the surefire ways I knew would catch a motherfucking broad was to show her and all who could see through the moves I made how much of this Abadabba I have. When I speak to her or any broad, I represent what I'm saying. She'll cream on me and the Abadabba I display. I'm about this Abadabba Q. You know what Abadabba is. The Abadabba Q is on to the next stage. If you weren't so slow, you would stop complaining about these women and start knocking them off. And you do that by showing you're real about all this. The only time I will admit to being slow is when I'm in my woman's neck. And those women who've been fortunate enough to experience that will attest to the fact that it's special. Something you should know. A woman who doesn't want me to do nothing I don't want to do for her is a seriously bad motherfucker in my book. That's why when I run into that kind of woman, I do everything I can for her ass. Good mates are hard to find. That's right, I said it. Hard to find. Good mates are hard to find. Most of you motherfuckers believe your mate will come to you in time. It'll come to you, or he or she'll come to you in time for you to take advantage of having a mate. SidewalkU.thinkific.com shows you how to apply your thoughts to your destiny. It's your duty to yourself to know what you like in a woman and find the one who has those fucking qualities to become your mate. If all women had what you like, you wouldn't have any preferences. This kind of shit never ceases to amaze me. How you don't consider if she's your type. The other day, some white bitch wanted to be friends on Facebook. I told you I was fucking with Facebook again, but she wanted to be friends. But before I clicked yes, I looked at her page. I have preferences, and just any motherfucker can't fuck with me. Not all, but most of her friends were fools who claimed to be pimps on her page. One of her posts said, "Bay niggas are the best niggas." Man, I cannot tolerate a white bitch who uses the word nigga. I had nothing but white holes, and not one of them ever let me hear him say the word nigga because they respected me. Who do those fucking bitches y'all have respect? It certainly is not the motherfuckers out there screaming about this motherfucking abracadabra. Disrespectful bitch equals no abracadabra in her life. I have learned there are some of these youngsters who aren't silly. They're smart beyond their years. I stepped back and assessed a few things that was on my mind, and the responses made me realize there are a few of y'all who know what the hell you doing and talking about. I ain't gonna try to mention any of you motherfuckers, but you know who you are. How do you know? Because we didn't kick it via email and any other way we didn't kick it. And I told you as much. This shit we do is so dope. Take for instance, how do you smell on the daily? If you want to make an impression on a woman or the woman you are speaking with, especially if you're going to speak with her on more than one occasion, be sure she cannot put her animal instincts to work. Smell differently each time she sees or meets with you. I have cologne for a full 95 days of different aromas. I'm adept to using my masculine wiles on any woman I meet. I work smarter, not harder. I'm not cold-hearted, but best believe I'm ruthless. I'm not the one to race to your rescue, but you can best believe if you're my friend and ever in need, I'm gonna be there. I ain't got much money, but I'm one of the richest motherfucking men in the world. I have not traveled the world, but you can bet I am one of the worldliest men you will ever encounter. I know I'm not the most handsome man in the world, but I also know you couldn't tell any one of the motherfuckers who fucked with me that shit. So, what the hell are you, Mr. Rosebud? I am the product of the confidence that builds in you when you handle your business in the most adversarial places you can imagine and come out sane and not on dope. My highs have been those that my thoughts accomplished, and no man or woman can take that from me. I earned it, I own it, and I accept it. Can you dig it? I don't know where I read it at, but it said it takes iron to sharpen iron. So it should stand to reason that it should take men to sharpen men. That's why when we kick it on my videos, oh, are we gonna kick it? Is anybody gonna man up and call in and have anything to say? Shit, you motherfuckers. 833-940-6085. That's the number. Call in. Damn, I can't kick it with none of you. We're actually making ourselves look better. We're making us look better to us first. Because when you look in the mirror before you go out, you don't see that woman first. You see you first. So if you don't look better to you, why should you look better to someone else? When you're a fucking man, it's the little things you do that makes such a big difference. It makes a difference between you and the other motherfuckers out trying to crowd your lane. See, I know shit belongs to me, and it also belongs to you. It belongs to you if you can claim it, because I'm claiming mine. And believe me, fellas, words are not enough. It's the things you do in the name of this abadabba that matters. Put your work in before you want to be recognized as whatever the fuck you claiming in this motherfucking abadabba. I remember going to a club with a young fool. I liked him. The moment we walked in, that fool said, damn, it's a lot of potentials in here. Yeah, man, that is a fact, I responded to his observation with a hint of approval. Well, come over here to the bar so I can buy your old pimp ass a drink, and then we can hurry and go try to catch one of them fucking loose bitches, the young man said. Educational opportunities come when you least expect it to. So I shot at him. You see, youngster, that's why you need to keep fucking with me. Why is that? The youngster asked me. Why you gonna be wasting your energy rushing over there to try to catch a bitch? I'm gonna sip on my drink and scope the place. And when I'm done, I'm gonna get at the one who eases over here to get knocked off. The energy of a real motherfucking man is precious, and you never waste it, youngster. That's why I fucks with you, OG. In the dark, you always show me the light, the young brother appreciated. That's this pimping man. See, a lot of youngsters be talking about what I'm doing. Some of them understand and shout encouraging words at every chance they get. Some of them shout angry words based on me not being with the times. You see, there's something you young men will never know about an OG like me. You cannot hurt me in any manner with insults. because my life and my past are right in front of me. I cover myself now, and I covered myself then. I covered myself when I was in the streets. I knew these days would come and I would need a pristine record. Far as that not in touch claim you make, it would have to mean that I was not synchronized with what makes the world go round today. If that's the case, what would you call a man that has a formal education, excels in technology driven learning, graduated in the top 1% of his master's program with a 4.0, and has lived to speak out about life and all its wonders? What would you call a man who communicates with CEOs, educational professors, as easily as with administrators, as well as gang banging motherfuckers? It never ceases to amaze me at the lack of insight to life I'm shown. And I'm shown this daily by young men who believe they know it all. I thought I knew it all when I was their age. But knowing it all back then included knowing how to recognize shit from sugar. It didn't make any difference what form it showed itself in. When priceless information was bestowed on you, whether it was about the abracadabra or about life in general, I always listened. I never in my life felt as though I was jocking any motherfucker. But I damn sure hung on to some of their every words, sometimes for months or years at a time. I'm not dated. I'm totally up to date with my shit. I'm just a mature gentleman of leisure, getting it together at home first. Then I go outside. Hey, you guys. I mean, I would imagine you're going to open your mouth sooner or later. But I try to give you 30 minutes at least, which I have. And no one's participating but me. So that make me feel like I'm only talking to myself. So y'all be cool.